All right, it's time to catch up on the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
I'm going to give you a good story, then I'm going to give you a great story. The story I was talking about a few minutes ago where I'm like, I saw it on the internet, and I thought, can it be true? All right, first up, Wilbur Brown gathered his friends in Oregon on Christmas Eve. One of his friends bought a 26 for $25. It's a Mega Ball ticket. He's like, okay, cool. He had it, forgot about it. From Christmas time, decided, oh, man, I forgot about this. Let me go. It won $8.9 million. He forgot about it for months.
What? That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. For months. He literally went back to the lodge and remembered his ticket where they met, scratched it, and won $8.9 million.
Oh, my gosh.
And again, I see this, and I'm like, wow, great story for him. I'm sure he's a lovely man. But how many tickets are forgotten all the time that win millions of dollars? There just aren't a lot of those tickets, but I would imagine if this was almost forgotten, some are actually forgotten.
Yeah.
But good for old Wilbur Brown. That's from
Wilbur.
NBC16.com. That's a name the kids aren't being named anymore.
No, Wilbur's done.
And I like the name Wilbur. It needs to come back. It's a good one. Okay, this is it. This is a story I've been waiting to tell you guys, and I saw it on Twitter yesterday, right when I got off the air. It says the Senate has approved a bill to make daylight saving time permanent. And then I wrote, don't mess with me here. If you're not going to really do it, don't do it. And so it's since become a bigger story because I think it was kind of unexpected. So yesterday, the Senate unanimously approved a measure that would make daylight savings time permanent across the United States next year. It is a bipartisan bill, meaning if there's something that both sides can agree on, it's that changing our clocks sucks.
Come on.
I have said for years, I didn't care who it was. If they make this happen, like, thumbs up from me. And anyone that's trying to keep it from happening, don't care what side you're on,
Thumbs
I'll
down.
campaign against you.
Yeah.
I'll go out and just hold a sign that says they want the clocks changed. Don't care. So it would ensure Americans no longer have to change their clocks twice a year. But the Senate did their thing. Now it's got to go to the House, and then it's got to go to the president to become law.
So 2 more levels.
Mm-hmm. And I understand some people go, well, and I heard from a couple teachers, and they go, well, you know, if it's a daylight at one part of the day at 8:40 in the morning, I'm teaching class in dark, teaching classes while it's dark.
Mm-hmm.
And that does make sense in that, but not everybody's going to win. And if that's what I'm giving up, some kids, with it being dark outside, hey, thumbs up for me. We got lights inside.
Yeah.
I think that we should, even if we had to change the other way, I would still rather have that than changing our clocks.
And what's your reasoning? You want to play outside longer?
I want to play on the street in the cul-de-sac longer.
Right. With a voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I always hear, Bobby, come in.
Dinner
and
time.
I'm like, it's dark, Mom. So, but I just think us switching clocks is dumb. Arizona rocks it. You don't hear them
Which
complain.
one do they rock?
I don't know. I would assume this one.
Okay. Well, because, yes, while I, as an adult, love more light later, I could see where it's difficult for parents having light later, trying to get the kids down. But that's what blackout curtains and stuff, I guess, can be for.
Here you go. Quote, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Americans want more sunshine and less depression.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
People
good.
in this country, all the way from Seattle to Miami, want the Sunshine Protection Act.
Yes.
Senator Patty Murray of Washington added.
Oh, so that's what it's called.
So there are 2 quotes that I think about in history. 1, Patrick Henry, give me liberty or give me death. Or 2, Senator Pat Murray of Washington. I've said it before, Americans want more sunshine and less depression. Those are the 2 that I think history books will long.
Kids are going to be saying that in projects.
Yes.
50 years
Who
from
are
now.
you today? Well, I'm George Washington. I'm the first president. Who are you? Well, I'm Abe Lincoln. I'm president 16. You know, I was, one of the most. And who are you? I'm Senator Patty Murray of Washington.
Sunshine.
I have
guy.
the Sunshine Protection Act. Yeah. Let's go. It's done. We're changing.
Like, once we just change it and start doing it, then no one will ever think back,
Exactly.
and it'll be totally normal.
And I've been fighting for this for years. This is not. I'm no Johnny come lately. I've been saying this for 7 years.
Is that an Eagles song?
Eddie, I'm not talking about that, and I don't think it is. But I've been saying this is ridiculous. Now, my next thing, once this passes, I will start on a new idea that will change America in a positive way. Because I feel like I'm partly involved in this. The next one is going to be Halloween should always be on a Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because, and I'm going to tell you why. There is no allegiance to the day of the 31st. It's not like Christmas. It's not July 4th, where that specific date is married to that event.
Correct.
Although some say Christmas could be moved around based on the stars. But I'm not doing that, so don't hit me with that right now.
Okay.
January 25th is Christmas. July 4th.
December 25th is Christmas.
Yeah, whatever. Eddie, I'm on a...
Go ahead.
Let him speak.
I'm all over the place.
It's fine.
here.
We understand what you're saying.
Halloween does not have to be on the 31st.
Treat it like Thanksgiving.
Yeah. When it's Halloween, it should be a weekend so the kids can go out and do their Halloween things. So the adults that want to go out and do a Halloween thing, they do it on a Saturday night.
The last Saturday in October, just like we do, the fourth Thursday in November for Thanksgiving.
And Thanksgiving ranks above Halloween in important holidays. And if we can do that for Thanksgiving, we can for sure drop down a couple notches and do that for Halloween.
Makes sense.
It's stupid that Halloween's on a Monday. I'm not fighting for that right now. Sunshine Protection Act.
First things first.
Yeah,
First things
and then-
first. And don't even get me started about Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh man.
You want to hear the list of things I was thinking about? Halloween's going to be the next one. There's some of these. Number one, either the day after the Super Bowl should be a holiday or we move it to Saturday. Number two, Election Day should be a federal holiday. Everybody has the right to vote. Some people that I know can't get off work at time. And sometimes it's like, well, you get off at 5, but then they have to work till 6:30 and they can't even get in line. Everybody has the right to vote. There's that one. I think, and I'm going to get some pushback on this, there should be a universal age of being an adult. And if we say you're an adult at 18 years old and you can go and fight in war and you get the right to vote, you should also be able to buy alcohol. Now, if we're going to move that to 21, great. But it is confusing to go, well, you're an adult here but not here. We can send you to war, you can go fight for our country, but you can't buy a Busch Light.
Good example.
Light. Okay.
Good example, Bones. All the kids were on your side until then.
Also, too, like...
But isn't that ridiculous that you can join the military, be sent to fight, but you can't buy a Mad Dog 2020?
Wait, okay. Why do you keep referencing
Man,
the
dude,
alcohols
'cause that's what
from
the
like
kids
when
drink.
you were a child? So, like, where do you lean? 18 being the adult or 21?
18.
Okay.
Because
See,
that's the age. That's the age we've always been told.
I know.
And the one thing you can't do is drink. And it's like, well, if we're an adult, let's be an adult.
But our brains are developing till we're like 24,
Okay, then it's all
25.
Okay, well then 24 it
No,
is.
Oh,
I'm
man.
just saying.
I've already passed it.
No,
My
21's
only
the
point
sweet
is there
spot.
should be a universal age.
Yeah,
Let's stop changing up ages.
yeah, I agree.
So that's one of those. So that's probably a little harder.
That one's a little. It's gonna take longer to change.
Especially when you reference Busch Light, I think.
Mad Dog 2020?
Flight attendants have the right to duct tape all unruly passengers.
Yes.
Big believer in that. Every new movie should be available to stream within 14 days of theater release.
Yeah.
I mean, move that to the top.
I don't know if that
Priority.
goes right to the Senate floor or not, but anyway, those are just some thoughts that I have. But I'm going with Halloween next once it
Nice.
passes. In a new study, scientists say a high-protein diet... Oh, let me stop here. Lunchbox, Eddie, two men that... Ray, three men that love being manly, so
What
they
up,
say.
dude?
No.
No.
What do you eat in order to be manly and to boost that testosterone and be a dude?
Oh, I eat.
Yeah.
Hamburgers.
Oh, double cheeseburger.
Hamburgers.
With bacon.
Yeah.
Burgers, like
Steak.
Oh,
Steak's good.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
More
Fajitas.
Red. Oh.
That's not too manly, but
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
fajitas with salsa.
Shredded
In a new
lettuce.
study, scientists say that a high-protein diet may reduce men's testosterone,
Uh-oh.
which can lead to ED and low sperm count.
Uh-oh. There goes your fajitas.
Well, luckily those aren't very
Tofu
manly.
fajitas.
Dang.
Those who followed a high-protein, low-carb diet had much lower levels of testosterone compared to others, which, by the way,
So what are we supposed to eat?
is a bit counter to what we've always been told.
Yeah, what, salads? What do we do?
Bush Light.
carbs?
No, Bush Light.
Bush Light and salads.
Oddly, it's...
Oh.
Well,
And one final story.
Oh, man.
90 Day Fiancé star Ben Rathbun arrested for drunk driving probation violation. I've never seen 90 Day Fiancé, but the people I know that watch this show love this show. Scuba Steve watches this show and loves this show.
Yeah.
And the
I've
whole
watched.
purpose is they have 90 days to convince someone from another country to marry them.
That was the initial process, yes. They've had so many spin-offs now. The one that you're talking about, he's a star from before the 90 days. So this is them trying to court the person they met online to then go into the next thing, which is the 90-day period to then get a marriage.
So it says he's a 52-year-old father of 4. His girlfriend's 22, so he's trying to convince her.
Yeah, this one's actually a really funny story with this guy. So he has a previous wife with children, and so he met this girl online that everyone thought he was being catfished because she looked very beautiful. It was not possible for him based on his age and his looks.
Hey, been there.
He meets the girl after sitting there at the restaurant for hours and hours and hours. She finally shows up, and then they have this whole journey of like finding out she's younger than what she normally is. He meets the parents. It's super awkward. He blames God for all these things. It's just a really tumultuous relationship with this guy and this girl.
52 and 22.
Yeah.
Is
Huge
he
gap.
Is he older than her parents?
He is the same age as her parents, so it creates a lot of awkward situations when he meets them and speaks to them.
And he is busted for drunk driving. Is this something you expected from him?
Based on the life that he portrays about being very, religious and all these things that he uses and the jargon he talks about, I would not expect this from him, no.
I guess that's why it's the story then. Because
Yes.
people like this guy that is often holier than thou or uses that is busted for drinking and driving.
He's definitely a creeper, but he seems like a good person. It seems like it, at least.
Can a creeper be a good person?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Why is he got to be a creeper?
Because he has children that same age, 21, 22, and it's really weird. And he was at first freaked out about the age, but then he got over it within a half a second.
Yeah, I hate her.
I don't think it does feel a bit awkward, 52 and 22, but I don't feel that everybody should act the same and feel the same about every situation. This may be one of the ones that actually is true love. I don't know. It's weird, but weird is not always wrong. They could have personalities that mesh. She could be looking for someone older. She could be, and he could be. Well, he
definitely acts younger though. Like he'll send her these like 10-page text messages, and he's almost like a 15-year-old little schoolgirl with this relationship.
Yeah,
and it's just a little weird.
I
don't
can't
know.
hate the age gap. Caitlin and I are 11 years.
Yeah.
And that's not the same as 30.
Right.
Well,
But it's a lot.
my psychic cousin I was just hanging out with this weekend, she's 30 years apart from her husband.
I can't hate.
She's what?
30 years apart.
How
He's
old is she?
He's 70.
Well, he said.
She's my age.
Okay, but she's 40, so she's an adult.
And
she
I think there's
understands.
difference in 30 years if you're 40 and 70, although
Yes.
still weird. But then 22.
Yes.
No, that's better.
And
Yours
she
is
may be
better.
even younger though.
Okay.
She just got out of high school a few years ago, so
Yeah.
it's just a different mentality of being that young.
Yeah, but let me tell y'all, they are madly in love. I used to think when I went to the wedding, I was like, this is a little weird. And now that I'm more mature, I'm like, wow, this is so cool. She found this connection.
I agree. I'm for
before
it.
he passes away.
I'm for it. It strikes you sometimes as 30 years. Wow.
Yeah.
But I think the 22 is different because, like Amy said, you don't even stop developing until 24.
Yeah.
Boom. Come on.
24, 25.
Okay, thank you, Scuba Steve.
You're welcome.
All right, that's the news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
We got into it on that one, huh? That's a long news segment there. 14 minutes. You guys can hit us up if you'd like. 877-77 Bobby. We got to go so we can come back. Hold on. All right, what's happening? Hey, let me play this voicemail for you right here. This is about yesterday. I was like, I heard something go in my chest cavity. Maybe it was the day before.
Yeah.
And like my lung has been hurting, or something in that area. And you guys told me I was crazy. Mm-hmm. But here's the voicemail.
I am a personal trainer. I was listening to your post show yesterday, and you're talking about how you felt a popping sensation in your ribs when you're pushing that sled around. And I just want to say, if it has not resolved itself by the time you're hearing this message, probably, it sounds like you probably popped a rib out of place. This is it's a pretty common minor injury that happens at the gym. I mean, I probably pop a rib out of place once or twice a month, honestly. But unless you go get it popped back in by a chiropractor or maybe your doctor, it's just going to keep getting worse and worse, and eventually you're not going to be able to breathe without intense pain.
Wow.
This bro has it twice a month.
For sure,
What?
bro.
I thought I was gonna say if this doesn't get to you before the morning, you might die. But no, he said you'll be fine.
Popped a rib.
But
out
it's
of-
like this when I breathe, like that.
Yeah.
it-
That's a.
It starts to poke.
You're making that sound with your mouth.
No,
though.
but that's me. That's what it feels like when I breathe.
But that seems totally valid. Like
Thank
you
you.
should go to the chiropractor and see.
Okay,
Does it feel like your rib hurts?
this is what it feels
Oh
like.
my God.
So it was when you were working out like
I was
super
pushing the
intense.
sled hard, yes.
Like
Yeah, really
okay, so was that is that kind of like a low key flex when he's like, yeah, I popped
yes.
my rib out of place twice
sure.
a month.
I think he called to make himself look good and me look worse.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the situation. But it does hurt, like when I breathe.
I know, and that's worrisome.
Poking, yeah. So there's that. I do want to talk about dancing for a second. A good dancing guy. Would you say it's a very manly man?
No.
No,
Yeah.
not really.
No.
What? Like Justin Timberlake?
Yeah, there's one out of many.
But if a guy's just a great dancer, like if you're at a wedding and somebody's out there and just going to town.
Yeah,
Not
no,
a
that's
manly
awesome.
man.
No.
Not a manly man though, Amy.
But okay, I won Dancing with the Stars.
Not
Yeah.
a manly
Manly.
man.
Oh crap. Okay,
Like that Derek Huff guy, he's on there, right?
he's awesome.
He's not manly.
I disagree. Derek
He's
Huff's
kind of
awesome.
manly.
Yeah, he is.
Super talented, extremely nice guy.
Good looking.
Talent, and didn't
Good
say he wasn't
looking.
talented. Not manly.
A new study finds dancing is good for masculinity and helps men better understand their own identity.
Wow.
The research team conducted a survey of men who took part in boys' dance groups growing up and saw a significantly positive influence. Interviewees and researchers found that dancing was a good way, especially at a young age, for boys to express themselves and made them feel more positive about their bodies. Additionally, these dance floor sessions in gymnastics or music class help them understand the concept of being different or understanding body confidence and social acceptance. So dancing makes you more manly. So I felt like I just raised a level in your eyes, all the guys on the show.
I'm thinking about it.
Did I rate?
No,
Lunchbox is signing up for dance lessons right now.
I'm looking for a dance
Please
studio.
do.
How to cha-cha.
Man, he set us up for that one.
Well, some like what don't they? I don't know. This is a thing, right? NFL players take ballet.
There have been a couple of stories about specific players. Herschel Walker, for example, who took ballet for a while for flexibility.
Manly dude.
Yeah.
But I don't think you go to a ballet class
And
and,
it-
it's a
well-
lot of ripped up dudes.
But I'm sure that helps him like prance on the field.
Again, the word prance
Yeah,
is not
see,
one
when you
that
say
I would
prance,
use.
that's not manly.
Well,
Herschel
Because,
Walker
like,
did not
it's-
prance.
You can you have more agility.
I'm not saying that that's not accurate.
Okay.
I also don't think he did it his whole life. I think he did it for a season.
season.
Yeah, there you go. But dancing rocks, so you guys respect my masculinity. And we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much. And Derek Huff, one of the nicest celebrities you'll ever meet. I saw him in Las Vegas at our iHeart Festival last
he
year.
was there.
Just walking down the hall, and I did not want to bother him. Met him a few times, and he stopped me and was like, "Bobby, how are you?" And I was like, "Wow, look at you.
That's cool.
Like, you're way famous, and you don't have to stop talking to me." Good dude, good dude. All right, here's Morgan Wallen. Sand in my boots. Bobby Bone Show. Sonic Drive-In Studio.
The Bobby Bones Show.
An awkward story from Amy at the store. She was at the store. There was some awkwardness with some people.
What happened?
We'll talk about it in a second. Do you want to know the store?
Yes, I
Does
want
the
to know all
store
of it.
matter?
Of course. You gonna give us the store now?
But
No.
it doesn't matter, does it? The store?
Well, could.
Could happen to anybody.
Victoria's Secret?
Yep.
I knew it.
Oh my gosh.
I knew it.
Okay.
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 An awkward situation. Amy was shopping. We'll talk about that next. selfie or two. We're talking about selfies during the break, and there's a couple, I wouldn't say friends, guys I know, that just send me selfies of themselves. Like
Doing
with,
what?
with their message. Nothing. Their face.
But it's not like, look what I'm doing.
No.
It's just
like
the
just a
face.
selfie. It's like a 45-year-old man sending a selfie of his face to me.
That's weird.
And then writing a text and then a message. I almost never take selfies anymore. I liked them. They were easy to do. But I was ridiculed. But I was like, guys, I don't have any friends. This is back in the day. It's like, no one's here to take a picture of me. But I have a couple. Amy, what do you think about that? Like 45. One of these guys is almost 60. He's like, I think, in his upper 50s. And he just randomly sends me a selfie with a message.
I don't understand it.
It's weird,
Yeah,
right?
It's not necessary.
I already know what your face looks like. You're on
Yeah,
my phone.
We're good.
Yeah, all good. And if I'm text 5 times by this one, 4 of them have a selfie of their face.
Oh, wow.
Like they're just saying, here I am. We hope you didn't forget me. That's what we talked about during the break. A little behind the scenes there. I do want to talk about this. Amy went shopping. You want to say the store?
Home Goods.
Okay. Now,
So it's part of TJ Maxx.
when you go to Home Goods, it is. I mean, that store is what it sounds like.
Yeah, they have everything. And there's this one section that is dedicated to rugs. And this couple was there and they were debating which rug to get. They had them all laid out. And I happened to be in that area and I was looking for some things and could tell they were arguing over which rug. And then they look at me and they're like, hey, can you give us your opinion of which one you like?
And you didn't know them, and you just happened to be in their
I
vicinity.
don't know them.
Yeah.
And clearly he liked one rug, she liked the other.
Did you know who liked which before you gave your opinion?
No.
Okay.
I mean, but it was clear after I said it.
So they said, which do you like? And then
Yes.
you look, and then what'd you do?
I'd pick out the one. I'm like, oh, if it was me, I think I would go with that one. And then I could tell she's a little irritated. And when I walked away, I heard her say to him, never mind, we can't trust strangers.
Never mind.
And I was like, well, listen.
If you had picked the other one, it'd have been, let's mine.
Yeah.
No, the one I picked was definitely the better rug. So I don't know. But, people have different tastes.
Mm-hmm.
But I did not help settle their argument at all.
That put you into not an awkward situation. I wouldn't say it's awkward, but that could be a bit uncomfortable. They're asking you to decide something about their house,
Yeah,
right?
but don't ask if you don't want to really know.
Yes. Now, what I hear too is I don't like asking people to take a picture. We were talking about pictures, where this comes around. If Caitlin and I are somewhere, we want to have a picture taken, I just am so uncomfortable going, hey, would you mind taking this picture for me? Okay. Something about me just does not want to bother people. And so I'm like, I'm not going to ask. She's like, and then she'll be like, would you mind? And they never mind. I don't think I've ever in the history of Caitlin asking had anybody mind. I still refuse to do it. On the other side of that, if someone asked me to take a picture, I couldn't be happier to do it. I'm getting angles. I'm down on a knee. I'm flipping the camera. Work it. Show me sexy. We're doing all of this, but I just don't want to bother people.
You know what's something cool that we can start all doing is just if you see someone thinking about taking a picture or struggling, just go ahead and if you're walking by, say, hey, do you want me to take that for you?
I actually just grabbed their phone. I don't even tell them.
Oh, well, don't do that. Don't do that. But we had someone, we were trying to take a selfie in Austin on a bridge like last weekend, and this guy walking by was like, hey, y'all want me to do that for you? And we were like, what? That's so nice. Thank you. We didn't even have to get awkward and ask. He just did it. So let's be more like him. Let's be those people.
I love doing it for people because I love when someone does it for me. I just don't want to ask.
Like, don't give your opinion about a rug unless they ask you.
But you were asked.
I was asked, and I gave it.
You did. And thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right, Carly Pierce, Ashley McBride. This song is called Never Wanted to Be That Girl. We welcome, we embrace your calls. 877-77-BOBBY. 877-77-BOBBY. Thank you guys for hanging out.